Hi, this is Alex from devstories.eu. Folium, Episode 7 of 8. The most recognizable map in data science colors geographic regions based on a statistical value. Getting the geographic borders to match your spreadsheet data usually requires a messy merge operation in a separate spatial library. In Folium, the Choropleth class handles the geometry, the data binding, and the color scaling in a single step. A choropleth binds the numerical data to geographical boundaries. You provide the shapes, you provide the numbers, and the map colors the shapes based on those numbers. Consider the classic example of mapping the unemployment rate across U.S. states. To build this, you instantiate the Choropleth class and pass it 4 critical pieces of information. First is the geographic data. You pass a GeoJSON file containing the polygon boundaries for the U.S. states to the geodata parameter. Second is the statistical data. You pass your Pandas DataFrame containing the unemployment statistics to the data parameter. Third, you tell Folium which parts of your data frame matter. You provide a list of exactly 2 column names to the columns parameter. The first column holds the region identifier, like the state abbreviation. The second column holds the numerical value you want to visualize, which is the unemployment rate. Here is the key insight. The data frame and the geographic shapes are completely separate objects. You must explicitly tell Folium how to link them together using the keyOn parameter. This parameter takes a string representing the precise path within the GeoJSON file where the matching identifier lives. If your GeoJSON defines a state using a feature property called ID, your keyOn parameter will be the string feature.id. This path must perfectly match the identifier in the first column of your data frame. When they match, the statistical data binds to the geometry. Once the data binds, the map applies colors. The fill color parameter accepts standard palettes like YLGN for a yellow to green gradient. By default, Folium takes the minimum and maximum values in your dataset and cuts the color scale into equal mathematical slices. If your unemployment data is heavily skewed, this linear slicing might lump most states into a single color band, rendering the map useless. To control this, pass a list of specific numerical thresholds to the bins parameter. This forces the color scale to shift exactly where your data naturally breaks, giving you full control over the visual distribution. Real-world datasets often have gaps. If a state in your GeoJSON boundary file lacks a matching row in your data frame, Folium will still draw the border but leave the inside uncolored. You manage these empty regions with the nanfill color parameter. Setting this to a neutral shade like gray ensures missing data is explicitly marked without distracting from the rest of the map. The alignment between the data frame key and the GeoJSON property path is the single point of failure for most choropleths. Get the keyOn parameter right, and the map builds itself. If you find these technical deep dives helpful, you can support the show by searching for devstories.eu on Patreon. That is all for this one. Thanks for listening, and keep building.